Hey, gang.
Hey. Welcome to the Educated Edibilista with Mary and Jane.
Hi.
This is where we create, heal, and have fun with cannabis. And we also educate you.
Yes.
So it's not boring. It's always cool to learn new stuff, and we are learning so much.
We are.
Yes.
It has been very enlightening, to say the least.
So we are talking about what today?
Today, we are talking about the differences between CBD, CBG, and CBN. So most of you guys watching us, we're probably most familiar with CBD, right? That's
what everyone
focuses
on.
It's the most well-known. It's the most researched. It's very widely available, I think, in pretty much everywhere.
Tons of products and stores and everything, yeah.
So just to give you guys a little refresher, we talked about this in some earlier videos, but there are 100 plus cannabinoids in hemp. And again, CBD is probably, along with THC, the most well-known. And cannabinoids interact with your CBN1 and CBN2 receptors. So CBD is, you guys probably know already, is generally promoted for overall health and wellness, a relaxation used to reduce anxiety, all kinds of applications. It is not psychoactive, so if you've ever thought
about stuff,
if you've ever thought about using CBD, but you maybe get drug tested at work, or you just don't want to have that experience, you don't need to worry about that with CBD. It's found in high concentrations in hemp, no pun intended there. And there are products for both humans and animals. So I have not
Animal
yet.
System is huge now,
Yes, and just like humans, animals also have cannabinoid receptors. So I personally have not tried any CBD products for my pets, but have you?
I have not. Okay. No, yeah.
But I am.
My dog's pretty chill, so he doesn't really have anything that
that's good though, right? Yeah. But I mean, if there are applications for pain relief for animals,
anxiety,
yes, I think that can be very beneficial.
Yeah.
So, tongue-tied here. Sorry about that. Recently, I visited a local CBD shop here in our area, and I purchased some products that contain both CBD, CBG, and CBN. So, another episode, we're going to review those products when we've had a chance to try them, but I do want to talk a little bit today with you guys about CBG and CBN. So CBG is considered the mother of all cannabinoids. It is the precursor of all the other cannabinoids, which is kind of cool, really. It is also not psychoactive, and it's found in lower concentrations in hemp than CBD, which is, as we mentioned, found in higher concentrations.
And I have been seeing more products listing CBG, kind of focusing on that. So what is the difference? What does it do?
So whereas CBD is more intended to be kind of like a relaxing, stress, anxiety reducing type of effect, CBG is going to be more invigorating and uplifting. So it would be like a good daytime type of product to use. And you guys can definitely expect to learn more about the other cannabinoids in coming days, weeks, months, years, because there is being more research conducted on them all the time. So the community that's researching is finding out that they do have their own unique benefits as well.
And we're going to cover that because I think we're like in this situation that we really haven't been in before, where we can actually see stuff being created and studied, and all, because it's been illegal for so long. So it's kind of a whole new era.
And it's really cool.
Yeah, I can't think of another thing that we've seen, we're able to see the process. Like, drugs are created all the time, but we really don't know about this stuff.
Right.
So it's interesting.
We get to be a part of this.
Yeah.
So, and it's really because of what we're doing here at Educated Edibilista, we're getting to educate ourselves about it.
Talking to people that are working in the industry and everything. So we're going to have interviews along those lines as well, but we're just nerds.
We are. We're totally nerds. I mean, science. She blinded me with science, right?
Exactly.
And that's what we're gonna try to do here for you guys, as well as entertain you. So finally, CBN. That is non-psycho. Well, okay. Disclaimer.
Oh.
So I read some conflicting information at a couple of different sources about CBN. Some said it was not psychoactive. Some said that it was mildly psychoactive. So
Interesting.
Yeah, just, be aware of that if you decide to try it. I can't really tell you one way or the other. And I have not yet tried it myself, so I can't even speak to my own personal experience. But
well, I would imagine it's at least lower because there's not as much CBN in stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So
right.
It's not going to make you super high.
Right. And that is also, again, obviously comes from hemp, found in low concentrations in hemp. But a really cool thing about CBN is that when it's used in conjunction with CBD, it produces what is known as the entourage effect. So that means that it enhances the beneficial qualities of both as opposed to the benefits you would get using just one on its own or just the other on its own. So I think that's really pretty cool. And so you may see products that have a combination of different cannabinoids, including CBN, to get that entourage effect. And the CBN is more of like a nighttime, like might help you with sleep, that type of thing. So whereas the CBG, yeah, you'll definitely want to check that one out. But whereas the CBG is more of like a daytime uplifting sort of effect, the CBN is going to be more like of a mellow. So I think one of the products I picked up was a serum specifically for sleep.
Yeah.
So let you know how that goes.
Absolutely.
So guys, that's the differences between CBD, CBG, and CBN in a nutshell.
Yeah.
As I said earlier, you can definitely expect to be hearing more about these up-and-coming cannabinoids. Products are widely available, at least in our area, and probably in yours too, but definitely be aware of the regulations wherever you live. And as with anything, before you decide to start taking something, be aware that these things could interact with any medications that you may be on. So it's always best to do your homework, do your research and consult with your medical professional before you decide to start taking any type of
and we'll be talking more
supplement.
About the entourage effect and full spectrum versus isolate and all these things. Because it's so new, we really need to look at everything, and really read the labels and stuff. So that's why one of the reasons we want to go to the store and show you everything.
Yes.
So we're going to be doing that.
And definitely beneficial to, if you're going to purchase at a local store where you can interact with the staff face to face. Go to a place that has a good reputation. Ask questions. Go where the staff is really knowledgeable about the products. From not just the fact that they work there, but maybe their own experiences. But again, take that with a grain of salt because you can't. It's different from person to person, and you just don't know, how it affects Mary may not be how it affects me, and vice versa.
Exactly.
So, just go slow, as with anything when you're introducing something new. Just, take your time and see where it goes for you.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna do a quick little thing here called highbrow thoughts. So, I don't know, when my husband and I, because I use for sleep, so at night I come down, have a little bit, go to sleep, but sometimes we'll sit and talk, and it's always fun to talk while you're using to see how your thoughts flow and all that stuff. So sometimes
or if they flow at all.
And some strains do kind of make my thoughts like bounce around and stuff, so it's interesting also to have the conversations to kind of see how things work. Do I like this? Is it messing with my thoughts? Like all that stuff. So
I'm impressed that you can remember.
Well, I write down while we're doing stuff because I cannot remember.
Well, there you go. So get your notebooks out, kids.
Exactly. So this came from one of our conversations. So I think the way that we're going to do this is, talk about it, but also have a question so that you can ask yourself or your group of friends or whoever, if you happen to be together, some fun questions.
Yeah.
So one of the conversations we have, we're always talking about history and science and stuff, and so
science. There it is again.
So how many people drowned before someone learned to swim?
Ooh.
I mean, we just take it for granted that people know how to swim and people are always teaching other people to swim, but you're thinking about thousands of years ago.
I hope some of your other highbrow thoughts are a little more uplifting than this one because this is kind of a downer, right? How many people drowned before anybody learned how to swim?
Well, someone probably went out into, they're like, oh, it's water.
What could possibly happen?
Water, they just keep walking and then suddenly it drops off and there's probably people watching them and then someone else goes to try to rescue them and they don't know how to swim. Like, You know, it's like the chicken and egg question.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
These are very existential types of
They
investigations.
are, yeah. Like how
Did
many
you, I mean, were you ever able to ascertain?
I have not like researched.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It's just a fun conversation.
Yeah.
But then it leads into like, how did we learn everything? Like, you know.
I don't think I'm ready to contemplate all of that. But we would like to hear if you have your own highbrow thoughts. Please
great questions you
be
had,
sure to share them with us.
You know,
yes.
Running through your head while you're medicated.
Yes.
And yeah, we love. I don't know. I think I've mentioned it on a video before. We had table topics when our kids were young. That they were these cards that you'd buy, and there's like dating ones and family ones and like, you know, stuff like that. So we had the family ones, and you just pull out a question. Everyone had to answer. It was great to learn things about each other and
could there be
things that you have to think about that you've never thought about before. Like
could there be an educated Edibilista version of table talk in the future?
We're gonna come up with some questions that
Stay tuned. This might be in the shop at some point in the future.
So there's your question for this time. It was great learning about CBD, CBG, and CBN.
It was. You bet.
Yeah,
I enjoyed learning about it as well.
Yeah,
Excited
to look at CBN. So
and I'm excited to try out the products that I purchased recently. So you know to see for myself.
Did you know they have bath salts with CBD?
And they smell amazing.
They do, yeah. That's going to be
French
my
lavender
Friday night because I'm old. We're not going out.
Right.
Taking a bath. That's the plan.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, guys. Well, don't forget to like and follow us, and please share with other women like us.
Please do.
And we will see you next time, Edibilistas.
Bye.
Bye.